Yo, what's up YouTube family? Back at you with another hot TikTok reaction video. Y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, especially if you want to see more videos just like this. Let's get it.
Are there still people out there looking at this weather thinking that everything is normal? By the way, it's flooding more and not in Spain this time. Look how big the hail is that came down in Cyprus. Y'all, this is not freaking normal. I can't even with the people who say this stuff is normal. And like I said before, this is not in Spain this time. I'm about to show you what Spain looks like now. This is in Israel. It's kind of weird how all this weather is breaking out the way it is. And at the same exact time of all the flooding and all the hail, it's snowing in Saudi Arabia. At the same time. And people are just like, oh, it's normal. And Spain is absolutely destroyed. This is so sad. Remember, they just saw that devil's comet in the sky the night before while it was going on. Again, randomly. And bonus, this weird band popped up in 2022 November 5th, right? We are now starting to see the exact same thing, wild to say the least.
Woo, there's a lot going on out here.
Tell us the truth in plain sight.
I only have one more try?
Someone's looking desperate.
Thought I told you to leave me alone.
I can help you, kid. You just need to hear out my demands.
What crazy thing do you want anyway? To eat my soul? To rip out my teeth? Are you gonna replace my eyes with baby heads or something?
Yeesh, kid, relax. All I want is a puppet.
A puppet? What are you playing at?
Everyone loves puppets, and it looks to me like you've got a surplus.
I don't know, man. Mabel worked really hard on these.
Seems to me one little puppet is a small price to pay to learn all the secrets of the universe. Besides, what's your sister done for you lately? How many times have you sacrificed for her, huh? And when has she ever returned the favor? Tick-tock, kid.
Just one puppet? Fine! So what puppet are you gonna pick anyway?
Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny.
What? What? This can't be happening! What did you do to my body?
Sorry, kid, but you're my puppet now!
We're starting to see a little bit of a theme here.
I come to the conclusion that Gravity Falls, the pyramid, is definitely a demon.
Which kind of makes, I think, a person that has the capability to think on their own wonder, it's just a global operation to just kind of seed people into positions of power, and we're all just, the world is just a stage.
It's a family thing.
It's a family thing.
Have you ever heard of Samuel Hinckley?
Like, is he related to John Hinckley? No.
H-I-N-C-K-L-E-Y, H-I-N-C-K-L-E-Y. Look him up.
Is he related to the Hinckley that shot?
No. Remotely. But he had 7 of his descendants who were U.S. presidents, 1 who was a U.S. vice president, 1 who was governor of Alaska, 1 who, several billionaires. And what you find is, if you look up Samuel Hinckley, they will note some of his more interesting modern relatives or descendants. So here's the way it breaks down. Lolo Soetoro.
This is Barack Obama, just so everyone's watching, that's Barack Obama's stepfather, who he was raised with for the first 8 years of his life.
Okay, well, the rest of his life afterwards, Barry Soetoro has an interesting situation. His mother, on his maternal side, his grandfather was first cousin to President George Herbert Walker Bush. So George Herbert Walker Bush, George Walker Bush, Dick Cheney, vice president, they're all cousins. Sarah Palin is a cousin. Barack Obama is a cousin. George Herbert Walker, who founds Halliburton, is Uncle Herbie to all of them. And interestingly, when he was running against John McCain's running partner was his cousin, Sarah Palin, who was governor of Alaska. Real unholy alliance, right? So other thing is the Bushes for the last 150 years have been supplying international intelligence and they were into what they call paper entrepreneurialism. They would acquire businesses and sell the components off. Uncle Herbie founded Halliburton, had something to do with Enron as well, which was energy development. Lolo Soetoro was international executive vice president for Standard Oil, and he was in the oil business, but he also ran the death squads for the Indonesian army.
Oh, it's funny because when you look him up, it just says that, like, you know, what do they say, that no, he was an engineer? Whatever they say, it's like he did, they make it seem like he did, oh, he was a geographer. That's what it says. It says that he was a geographer who did some work for the government.
I had a brother who was into that, and then the oil petroleum production was part of it. Anyway, you get Lolo Soetoro running the death squads for the Indonesian government, so that meant you had money. Indonesia might have had access to the world's largest oil reserves as they were perceived at the time. So Standard Oil used his muscle and his position to take over the oil industry in Indonesia, which they couldn't do under American law. So George Herbert Walker Bush, under the auspices of Uncle Herbie, George Herbert Walker, sets up Zapata Oil. They have a family holding company, Zapata Offshore Oil, which was chartered in Kuwait, by the way. Keep that in mind. And what winds up happening is George Herbert Walker, dealt with Lolo Soetoro quite frequently on oil deals. And remember, George Herbert Walker becomes chief of the CIA under the Ford administration, and he deals with their #1 contract guy over in Asia, which when the NAM was going on, Lolo ran intelligence for the CIA under contract in China, North Korea, North Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, and Indonesia. So Barack's grandmother hustles her daughter, who was 17 at the time, into a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship with Barack Obama Sr., who was being recruited from Kenya to offset Jomo Kenyatta in the Mau Mau. That was a CIA project. Grandmommy was vice president of a Hawaiian bank, and she distributed the funds for the CIA in the South and Northwest Pacific at the time.
That explains what they were doing out in Hawaii.
She puts him together with her daughter, who was 17 years old. Barack is born, and then they quickly go their separate ways, and then grandmommy gets daughter and hooks her up with Lolo Soetoro. And remember, grandmommy is married to President Bush's first cousin. So
that's incredible.
Boy, that's a deep rabbit hole. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all can say what you want about Judge Joe Brown, but that is a very, very intelligent man. And he come up with the facts at all times, because I heard a little bit about a lot of that what he was talking about. But man, the way he broke it down was better than I ever could. And better than what I've heard. Man, that's something for you, man. I ain't gonna lie, that's a rabbit hole that you might want to go down. I don't know if I want to go down it on my channel, because I already know it's gonna get a little dark, if you catch my drift.
What if the person sitting next to you isn't human, but a machine designed to look and act just like one? The android's conspiracy suggests that advanced, lifelike robots, indistinguishable from humans, already walk among us, controlled by powerful governments or secret organizations. These androids are allegedly being used to manipulate public opinion, gather intelligence, and even replace key figures in politics, media, and industry. The idea behind this conspiracy is that technology has advanced far beyond what we're told. In secret labs around the world, the development of hyper-realistic androids has reached a point where they are virtually undetectable. Some conspiracy theorists believe that key individuals in power could already be androids, strategically placed to control decisions and push hidden agendas. One of the most chilling aspects of this theory is the idea that the public is intentionally being kept in the dark. We are shown only the early, imperfect versions of artificial intelligence and robotics, while the true advancements are kept secret. Could this be why we hear so little about breakthroughs in AI from major corporations? Consider the possibility. How would we know if the person delivering a speech, making a decision, or sitting across from you is a human or an android? What if they've already infiltrated society, learning our behaviors, influencing our thoughts, and slowly gaining control? While it sounds like science fiction, some ask, what if it's already happening? Could we be interacting with more machines than we realize?
Tucker Carlson was literally...
Hold up now, if you don't believe that, you're absolutely out of your mind, and you better be thinking in terms of Terminator. I'm talking about the last 1 or 2 Terminators. I'm talking about the liquid Terminators. It's not so far-fetched as you believe.
Attacked by demonic manifestations in the physical realm. Before we get into it, so if you're curious why everyone seems to be switching up, it's because they really are. Demons and fallen angels are manifesting right in our face like never before, and it's not hard to see that. We can't just assume that everyone's controlled because of their past, because in doing so we make the devil stronger than God himself. I'm about to play this clip, but I tell you, as someone who's personally not only talked to demons, but have talked to Satan face to face and Baphomet face to face, and I don't care if you believe me. These entities are very real, realer than anything in this physical world, and they are appearing to people right now as we speak. Why do you think all of your favorite celebrities all worship the devil?
Do you think the presence of evil is kickstarting people to wonder about the good?
That's what happened to me.
That's what happened to you?
Oh yeah, I had a direct experience with it.
In the milieu of journalism, or just...
Nope, in my bed at night, and I got attacked while I was asleep with my wife and 4 dogs in the bed and mauled.
In a spiritual attack by a demon?
Yeah, by a demon. Or by something unseen that left...
Is that right?
Claw marks on my sides, on my...
So it left physical marks?
Oh, they're still there. Yeah. A year and a half ago.
You don't believe him? When did he say? A year and a half ago. When did he really start to embrace Christ? A year and a half ago. Wake up.
Woo. What you think about that?
Imagine a world where objects can simply disappear, not in a magic show, but in the real world. Sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? But it's not. Welcome to the fascinating realm of quantum stealth technology. Quantum stealth technology, often described as an invisibility cloak, is a material that bends light around an object, rendering it invisible. Picture a river flowing around a rock. The water represents light, and the rock represents an object. As the water flows around the rock becomes unseen, hidden from sight. That's quantum stealth technology in action. To simplify, this technology manipulates light. When light reaches our eyes, it carries information about the objects it interacts with. What quantum stealth technology does is it bends or refracts this light so that it goes around an object rather than hitting it. The result? The object becomes invisible to the naked eye. Key to this technology is the concept of bending light. But it's not just about making objects disappear. Quantum stealth technology also conceals thermal signatures and shadows, making an object undetectable to infrared sensors and night vision goggles. This opens up a multitude of applications, particularly in the military and security sectors. Moreover, quantum stealth technology is paper-thin and requires no power source, making it highly portable and easy to deploy. This is a game changer, especially in fields where stealth and concealment are of utmost importance. In summary, quantum stealth technology is an innovative approach that manipulates light to render objects invisible, conceals thermal signatures and shadows, and is lightweight and power-free. It's a real-life invisibility cloak that may soon change the way we perceive the world. So, the next time you think about invisibility, remember, it's not just the stuff of fantasy and science fiction anymore. Quantum stealth technology is making this a reality, one bend of light at a time.
This guy just got a video of a real demon right behind Kamala talking on live TV. And stay put to hear why I and my family are stalking up.
Look at the woman right here next to Kamala. Watch your eyes. Here it comes.
Representatives or up to the Senate.
Oh
what?
My God.
And it's way creepier than just that, because she smiles as and right when she does it, because she knows we can see. Look how she starts to smile. That's creepy. And besides the demons I've been showing you manifest, that's nothing compared to what's coming, I fear. So Trump just had 50 to 70,000 people in New York at Madison Square Gardens. Obviously, he has a lot of support, right? But we also know we'll be waiting in excess of 13 to 14 days for things to come back. Read what's behind me right now. You reading it? Like I said, I could be wrong, and I'm not trying to scare no one, but I'm letting you know that me and my family will be preparing and getting what we need for the next 2 weeks on November 1st. Because of the rhetoric of the mainstream media and all the demonic manifestation and the waiting and everything happened, we will literally be staying away from civilization through the 4th through the 7th. I don't know. If y'all do get what you need on the 1st and nothing happens, then good, you have what you need. But if you don't, you might find yourself in a dangerous situation when you go to get what you need. Last thing, don't fall for it.
Oh, no, but that's crazy. How many of y'all heard about that so far? And that kind of reminds me of the situation at the Kamala rally when there was people in the crowd that was seeming like they were possessed by demonic spirits. It's getting crazy out here, man, especially at the Kamala rallies. What she say? This is not the rally for you. You need to go to the other rally, man. Come on, man. When the person says something about being a Christian and God and stuff, and she said, "Oh, no, you're at the wrong rally." They're telling you, she's telling you who she is, who she worships right there.
Look, check me out. Tell me I'm not tripping. She wearing a mask. She for sure wearing a mask. Look at that. What the fuck does she got going on with her eye? Look. Come on. Oh yeah? I'm sure you do, you fucking alien. Look at that. Okay, so look, this is entertainment purposes only.
Mask or not. Mask off. Mask off. Take that mask off. Y'all think it was a mask, or is she just an elderly woman? Just let me know what you think down below in the comment section.
Do y'all even understand what we just saw last night at the rally? I can't even show you what's happening behind me, but basically, multiple people were passing out and having seizures at that rally. The one with Beyonce and the other people. But the timing is absolutely insane. Many of the people started just collapsing when these people were on freaking stage. How crazy is that? Well, we are witnessing our full-blown demonic manifestations in the physical realm while these people are speaking. Do y'all really need to see more proof that wicked spirits are behind this? We had a supporter yelling at a little child. Look at this. Like, how obvious is it? If your eyes are open, that is. And thank God for some common sense. Look at her face. She's not putting up with that. But you won't find much common sense with these rallies. And here's exactly what I mean. People are passing out and the doctors are asking if there's any doctors there.
Nationwide, I think someone needs some medical assistance over here.
Prayers out to all the ones in Oklahoma, especially the ones that may have lost somebody, because that was definitely some very, very wicked. That was a serious tornado, man, and that was supposedly like one of the worst ones in a while. That's wild, man. It's crazy.
Y'all are not going to believe what I uncovered about Spain. So you know how I showed you they've been flooding for days now, literal days, right? So let me ask you this. Do you remember in April when I warned you guys about the Devil's Comet and what that could possibly mean? Trust me when I tell you that it means something. We're about to get right into it, but this is Spain now. If you notice, it looks a lot like the disaster of Helene. I think fairly we could say it was biblical. Do you agree? Okay, so you know how we had the Devil's Comet right after that celestial event. And then literally the next month in May, they had that ridiculous green comet. What else is a green comet? The Devil's Comet. Well, would you believe me if I told you that same exact comet appeared for the third time in Spain yesterday? The green comet. The Devil's Comet. Or how about Lucifer, just a bad omen himself? This is not a joke. So you mean to tell me the Devil's Comet made 2 appearances in Spain and the last time was exactly when all this stuff was happening? And it turned out to be biblical. Go figure.
It's wicked out here, man. Man, they got hit hard, as y'all can see, man. Y'all pray for them. Pray for them, North Carolina and Oklahoma and the other states that was affected by this storm, or by these storms. 'Cause Oklahoma got hit with 7 tornadoes. That's crazy. That is crazy.
This is full-blown Satanism and ball worship right in our face. It seems like every day, week, or month they're doing a parade, what they call a parade, so they can throw these things right in front of our face. This is obviously Baal, which is also Moloch. But that's not all, they have the BAPH one as well. And they actually show that Baal is literally a fallen angel, which I'll show you in 1 second. This was the flyer for this. Look how obviously satanic this is. Look over here. Obviously this has to do with spiritualism, the Bible, angels, and whatnot. And this angel right here with that little halo, that's a Statue of Liberty, Apollyon, or Abaddon. Lucifer. Now here is the bull with literal wings showing you he's a fallen angel. I gotta block out part of this one, but you can see it breathing fire. How descriptive. And of course, Baal worship is everywhere around the world. New York, 2022 Commonwealth Games, and really all over the industry completely. If you don't know, Baal was the ancient Canaanite god for a certain kind of ritual. But as time progressed, Baal started being called Moloch, symbolized by the owl, but neither the bull or the owl is what Baal actually looks like. And would you believe it, this is the same exact deity above my head, really popularized by the Knights of Templar. As time progresses in this world, it really doesn't mind me with all the chaos and disaster going on in the world.
Straight satanic stuff, man. This stuff right here is the type of stuff that is going to be the reason why we will be judged real soon, man. They talking about the election, this election, that, man. It's bigger than that, man. This stuff is prophesied. This stuff has been written since, you know, beginning of time. That's what's really going on right now, man. I know people be like, man, I could just feel like something big is coming, something big is going to happen. Yeah, it's that, you know. I mean, you kind of in tune with the world still, with the earth, and it's finna go down. That's basically what I'm getting at. That's basically what they telling you. It's finna go down, man. That was a small G god right there that they worshiped back in the day, and that obviously that people still worship to this day, just like Moloch.
A
president of Hollywood.
Like I always say, don't fall for the boo-boo, man. They stay pinned in the cartoons, the TV shows, in the movies, man. It's no joke out here. If you're paying attention, you got the peripheral vision. I ain't gonna say just the peripheral vision, the perception to see this stuff, and you'll see it. You'll see through the boo-boo. You won't fall for the boo-boo. Like I say, a lack of perception breeds what? Deception. That you will not be deceived.
Hey y'all, are you noticing all the strange things going on right now? So first off, we have California going dark in many different places. I've had this confirmed with text messages for tomorrow, and they say that it's a planned outage. But allegedly, a few people say it could take days for it to return for some reason. And there's much more, but watch this real quick.
PG&E says there could be safety power shutoffs Tuesday through Thursday in dozens of counties across the state, including some here in the Bay Area. This is because of high winds, dry conditions, meaning, of course, of fire risk. Several counties, including Alameda, Contra Costa, Santa Cruz, Santa Clara, and Napa.
Here are news articles about that. Americans be plunged in the darkness. And this is alleged, but all of a sudden, brokers are stopping the betting. Not just the betting like we've seen, but also the DJT ticker. Also, at the same exact time, we have the Washington government website down. And have you seen Washington? Preparedness, I guess. What about the high windows? Also, tomorrow at the same exact time, we're having planned lockdown drills in schools. And again, this one's allegedly 100,000 watchers and 500 lawyers for tomorrow. That is huge. And y'all, it's still the beginning of the day. We'll get into more later.
Prayers out to North Carolina, man. They not playing out here, man. It's a reason why they doing it to those people. It's all a plot of play. A plot of ploy and a play, excuse me.
Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Just wanted to make a quick video and highlight something and address the elephant that's in the room. Now, I know that a lot of people follow Celestial and they listen to Celestial, and Celestial's prophecies are held in high regard. I respect that. But I want to talk about something that a lot of people are thinking but not saying out loud. As of tomorrow, Celestial's words about Kamala Harris will be put to the test. She came out and she said that God told her that Kamala will be the president. So we will see, and we will find out if she is really sent by God or if she got up and went. Now, I'm not hating on her because I actually respect the things that she says, but I myself would like to see if this is true. She says Kamala's going to be the president. We're going to find out. Another thing I want to say is that if Kamala loses, then a lot of people are going to come and make videos about Celeste, calling her a false prophet and saying that she's this and saying that she's that. I want to give you a warning. If I were you, I wouldn't do that. If I were you, I would be humble and ask the Father to forgive her if she comes up wrong. Now, if she's right, hallelujah, hallelujah. But if she's wrong, please do not come out and try to defame the sister and to destroy the sister, because most of what she said has come to pass. I will agree. But one thing I want to implore everyone is when you say that God says something and it doesn't happen, that is lying on the scriptures and that is lying on the Holy One of Israel. But again, I want you all to pay attention and to really keep your eyes open, your ears open, because if Kamala Harris is not announced as the president, then a lot of people are going to come out and make videos about it and try to destroy the sister and to try to defame her. What I want you to do is just pray. Now, I know it's uncommon for a lot of people to be supportive. You know, like I said, I'm not saying that she's a false prophet, but if it doesn't happen, then we know who to listen to and who not to listen to. But yeah, if what she says doesn't come to pass as far as the president and as far as her saying that God said this and said that, and if it doesn't come to pass, then, you know, like I said, it's just one of them things. What do you think?
Let me know what you think about that down below.
I really just don't think you guys are ready for this conversation. If we really get biblical with it, I promise you, you will never want to go into the ocean again. Because we are separated from the waters above and the waters below by the firmament set by God. The demonic marine kingdom is very much real. And I wouldn't put it past the ocean to have a whole kingdom of demons at the bottom of it. Not to mention the fact that space is actually at the bottom of the ocean, and the aliens that you think you see are demons. Why do you think that Jesus walked on water? Why do you think he calmed the sea? To show dominion over the demonic marine kingdom. Why do y'all think that the demons that were in the pigs begged to go into the water? Because that's their domain. Let's look at the very beginning of the Bible. In the beginning, God made from nothings the heaven and the earth. The earth was an empty waste and darkness was over the deep waters. Satan is darkness. Another verse. Matthew 12:43. When the unclean spirit, aka demons, is gone out of a man, he walks through dry places seeking rest, but he finds none. What's the opposite of wet? Dry. And he can't find a home in dry places, so he has to go to a wet one, aka the water. You think demons like to inhabit humans so much? Because we are 70% water, guys. Are you hearing? Ever been on a cruise? I will tell you one thing. The first time I went on a cruise and I was in the middle of the ocean at night, I was so scared. Like, not even because I didn't know it was under me, but I felt this incredible feeling of unease. Like, I was like, I shouldn't be here. I don't belong here. Where is land? Y'all, there is so much to be said about the ocean. I can definitely do a part 2. We can talk about the Leviathan for one. Freaking sirens. There is just so much going on. But it is a wrap for this video. As always, make sure you like and follow and comment down below what you think.
Let me know you think that's true or not. Me personally, I think she's on to something, because I explained this a little bit a while back in another video. Talk about the swine and stuff in the movie that I watched. That went to the bottom of the ocean and you know, they went to a certain spot in the Bermuda Triangle, and they had fish in the trap, and they dropped it back. You know, they picked it up and the fish were cooked, and they dropped it back down, and next thing you know, they pulled it up and it was a swine. As you know, the swine, and who jumped in the water, that was swine, the legion of demons, you know. But it's more to it though. But you have to do your research. That's what I'm saying. The marine spirits, just think about that. The mermaids and all that, and they had the UFOs underwater, and how we know UFOs, the aliens are really demons and stuff. Just think about that.
Interesting. Listen to this.
Mr. Trump is an anomaly. He's someone that doesn't fit the norm. You expected a man to be like the other presidents. You wanted him to be more presidential. He's so transparent. You wanted him to put on a suit and act dignified. Like the thieves and robbers that dress in suits and tell lies. You wanted him to be like that. And you're angry because he's your reflection. He's an anomaly. You can't make him what you desire him to be so that you can say, oh, that's my president. He wasn't made that way. God has him here. What did you say, Farrakhan? Do you think that God is not interested in who is president of the United States of America? Especially when it's out of the time of evil? It's in our time now? Mr. Trump, he's like a gangster. But just a minute, you know, if so-and-so's, I bombed the you-know-what out of them. Huh? I said, man, this guy here. And you know what? He's real.
Beautiful. Now, the reason I share this clip is because this man perfectly pointed out the difference between the people who love Donald Trump and the people who hates him. The people who love Donald Trump supports him because he is real. He's just like you and I. He is not perfect and he knows it. For example, there's a video of Donald Trump online when he says, "Don't believe that I," meaning him, "can fix your life or completely fix this country." He said, "We're gonna need help from the big boss," meaning God. It's on YouTube, you can check it out. Donald Trump knows that he's just a man, and what you see with him is what you're gonna get. Now, the people who hate Donald Trump are basically people who are okay being lied to. Monday to Sunday, every day of the week, you lie to them, they'll be okay with it. For example, you'll tell them that the economy is great and they just don't feel it yet, and they'll accept it. Yeah, the economy is great. When all you have to do is go to a store and buy some groceries or try buying a house. Then compare the price to recent years. Common sense. And they hate him because they were already hateful people. Hate resides in them. The only way you can have that much hate for another human being is because you were already a hateful person to begin with, bro. It was already in you. And now Donald Trump, a man you never met, never talked to, just brings it out. He just brings it out. Everybody was okay when Donald Trump was in the movie Home Alone. Nobody said anything. When Donald Trump was with Will Smith in Prince of Bel-Air, when hip-hop artists were talking about Donald Trump, everybody was okay. Now all of a sudden he's a racist. The media lied to you. They lied to you. And you were okay being lied to, so you accept it. And because you were already a hateful person, now you hate him. Hey, why do you hate Donald Trump? The way he talk? Really? Really? Spiritual battle, bro. It's a spiritual battle. God bless this man. You let me know what you think about this in the comment section. This is my opinion, of course. Let me know what you think about this. God bless you. Catch you on the next one.
Man, this guy here. And you know what? He's real.
Hey, we ain't gonna make this about that and who you voting for, who I'm voting for. Just let me know what you think about that video clip down below in the comment section. Is he on or something? Do you think he right? Let me know what you think about that tonight.
Your vote isn't going to change the fact that Mystery Babylon, America is going to get judged. America getting judged is biblical prophecy, and your vote is not going to change biblical prophecy. The only thing that you can do is choose which side to be on, good or evil. The side of our Hebrew Messiah, Yahushua HaMashiach, or Satan's side. I mean, think about it. If both political parties are evil and you cast your vote for either side, wouldn't you be choosing the side of evil? And since when do believers choose evil? Why are you, as a proclaimed believer, getting into entanglements with worldly matters? Won't you allow worldly people to vote for their worldly leader? Why are you participating in it? What you need to do is repent from your sins, get your house in order, Make sure that Yahushua HaMashiach is over your dwelling place. So when this judgment and these plagues come upon America, and they see that you have Yahushua HaMashiach dwelling with you, these plagues pass over you. What happened in Egypt when it was time for Yahushua to deliver the Israelites?
Big facts. Big facts, man. She say, man. She put it in better words than I could, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. She said it perfectly, man. You either choose for good or evil, one or the other. You know, just make it make sense. With that said, that's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Like I always say, it's your boy Coozie. I'm out. Holla.